Good evening everybody and welcome back to my channel. It's getting cooler here in Assam and we all prefer to have something that's spicy and that doesn't take much time in the kitchen. So one favorite recipe in my house is spicy egg curry. So here's presenting before you the egg curry that I prepare at home when I do not want to work much time in the kitchen. So here I have taken 4 eggs. Normally you can choose between duck eggs or you can go in for normal, the chicken egg there. I have boiled them perfectly and then I'm going to cut it off like that in between halfway and then fry it. This is the way we do it. And apart from that, I have taken 3 big medium-sized potatoes and boiled them for 3 whistles in the pressure cooker with some salt. I will also need 1 egg which I haven't boiled. It's a raw egg. I'll tell you why later on. For the dry spices, I will need 1 red chili, dry red chili, 1 bay leaf, 3 small heaped teaspoons of coriander powder or dhania powder, cumin powder 4 big heaped teaspoons, and or it's known as the jeera powder, 1.5 teaspoon of dhania, this is the turmeric or the haldi powder, and 2 teaspoons of pepper powder, or this is the jaluk or guri that we tell in Assamese. Now first things what I will think that I'll do is that I'm going to mix it up with some water and let it rest. So the dry spices will go into my curry after being mixed up properly with some normal water. Alright, so this is how we are mixing it up and later using it up in the curry. So let it be there, resting and mixing into each other in a homogeneous way. Right. So apart from that, I'll also need around 4 small onions, some around 15 pods of garlic, a half an inch of ginger and 1 small green chili. These are going into the mixie and I'm going to give it just 1 whisk. I do not want completely blended mixture or completely blended onion garlic paste. I just want to give it a whisk. Why? Because I do not want to waste some time cutting and chopping it down. So 1 whisk in the mixie will do it for me. Apart from that, I'll also use some grains of green peas just because it's winter and there's green peas all around. So let's get going. So my karai is heated up and I'm using some mustard oil, 1 and 2 tablespoons of mustard oil. I love to do cooking in mustard oil. I think it's one of the best options in oil now we have. So we'll wait for it to heat up so that it smokes off its rawness and then we get going. I have just cut off the eggs in between, just in between, and like this, not this way, we are going to fry it. I haven't used any spices to layer it off because as I told you, it's a lazy sort of a recipe. So I just fry them so that I can use them directly in my recipe. So fry them, so have it like this, the other way around. So it doesn't want to be fried, I guess. So here, and then we are going to use it like that till it's golden brown. While that's cooking, the other remaining egg, we will just whisk it with some salt. We'll whisk it with some salt and use it later. So I think that it's time to check here. So we'll check the eggs have begun to fry up, and then because of whenever we fry eggs, this is what normally happens. We have it all with its frothiness there. So the eggs are cooking up and getting the beautiful brown color. So this is the color I wanted, crispiness of the eggs there in the pan. And we give it 1 turn so that on the other side also it cooks well. So normally when we make an egg curry, what we do is that we're going to smear it up with the masalas. But now, as I told you, it's a lazy piece, so it's a lazy sort of a recipe. So I'm just doing it like this with the minimal of work that I want in my kitchen today. So now it's done. We'll take it out and then proceed with the other part of the recipe. For the other egg that I had just whisked, I am going to make a small omelette out of it, which can be used to decorate the curry. Okay, so we'll make a small omelette out of it. The other egg that's there. That's there. So let it be there like that. Just fold in, and we'll use it to decorate or garnish in a way our omelette, the egg curry. So that's done. Alright. So I will now try and fry the boiled potatoes a bit, just to give it that brown color or two, and to reduce the sparkling, the oils falling onto my mouth and face. So I'm just going to give it a little salt there, increase the flame a bit, right, so that it just gets the color and the feeling of being fried. You can add a little turmeric now, just for the color, in between. It's already heated up oil, so the turmeric will not smell raw. Done. It will take, say, around 2 minutes or so for your potatoes to fry up. While the potatoes are frying up, we will mix all these ingredients: the onions, the garlic, the small piece of ginger, almost half an inch, and then of course one chili, and give it with little water there. Give it just a whisk, just one single whisk. So I've just given one whisk. You can see almost all the pieces, some of them are still intact. I want this consistency. I do not want a homogeneous mixture. So that's done. And while I was doing that, my potatoes are also done. Have a look how beautifully they are being cooked up. And we have that, the feeling of being fried there. So they are done, and I can very easily now take them out. They are done, and now they will go to the curry. All of them are out now. I can proceed with my easy, spicy curry. So I guess there's enough oil. I do not want it to be very, very oily. Now I'll put in the other ingredients, so the dried ingredients which I had already put it into a bowl of water. It's heated, and I just split open in half the red dried chili, and then of course the bay leaf. And now I'll put in the wicks, onion and garlic and chili and ginger. All of them together go into my karai. The smell that's in the air is really intoxicating for any egg lover. I had fried the egg in this particular oil, the same oil I had fried my potatoes as well, and we have the bay leaf running away. Okay, so and now I'm going to fry off till they are giving out all the oil that from the mixture. We get the oil out. Of course, in order to try and speed up the process, I will also give some salt there, so that it will speed up the process. So I'll just take care of how much salt I might need in my recipe. And now one thing here, I'm avoiding the use of the tomato, because I do not want my curry to be red today, and I'm not going to therefore use dry chili powder or Kashmiri mirch because I want a different color in my recipe today. It's a sort of a greenish and pepper color, so I do not want the colors to be blended, and I not using any red dry chili powder, neither am I using any tomatoes because I do not want it a little tangy. I do not want it today. So I want that spicy that I feel it will help me beat the winter here in Assam. So we can see that we have a nice glaze over the onion mixture, and now it's the time when I put in the mixture there. I had made of the cumin and the coriander and the pepper and the turmeric. All of them go into the mixture. And then I give it a nice mix and I wait for it to ooze out the oil from its body. So we're going to do this, keep on stirring this for say 3-4 minutes till actually the oil oozes out from the masala. Okay, so we can see the masala is sticking on to the karai, and this is the time I'll reduce the heat a bit and put in a dash of say small teaspoon, or not teaspoon, it's just a bit of butter which will blend with the masala. So we can see the oil oozing out, and that means the masala is cooked. Now is the time when I'll put in the boiled and fried potatoes. And of course the amount of, or a few grains of the green peas. And I'll try and mix it up, coat it up with the masala. So here I'll just put in some hot boiling water, just so that it covers up the potatoes and the small green beautiful peas there. Yes, some more. And then we will let it boil up. Increase the heat and let it boil for some time. Now it's boiling, and I will just take out 2 pieces of the potatoes and mash them up so that they can go into the curry to make it the gravy thicker. This is a process we all housewives follow, I guess. It will make the gravy thicker. So I'll put in now and make the gravy thicker, and then mix it up, and we'll put in some more water now, hot water, so that according to the consistency you desire. At this moment, remove the red chili if you have kids at home, because we do not want to be very, very spicy, too spicy so that they cannot eat it. Normally what happens is that when I was small, my grandmother had told me that you should never put chili and pepper together. They cannot stay together. They're really going to spice up the curry in a manner that you cannot eat it. So we just get it covered for some time and let it go. Now this has been cooking for 3-4 minutes now. Can you see? Right? So the color is perfect as I want it, but the color says it doesn't have salt. So I put in the salt, and because there's a lot of pepper, I intend to put in a few grains of sugar so that it will balance the spice there. And now I'll slowly put in my egg. Slowly. There might be times when the yolk will try to run away. No problem. It will still be there. You can still have it. But the yolk and coming in contact with the curry will give out its own flavor and make the dish very, very tasty. really understand what I mean when I'm talking about eggs being tasty. Right? Just try to check out the salt, if it's fine. We still need some more salt. Okay, now we will let it go covered for another 4-5 minutes. So we'll check now. See, it's boiling away nicely. Now we had made that little omelette. We are putting in the strips of omelette into the curry. I think this is for those people who want to have that extra bite. So this is how it's cooking up, and you can still taste in for the salt. It's good. So let it boil for some more 2-3 minutes and we'll be done with it. So the curry is done. Now I'll remove the bay leaf there. The bay leaf is removed. And then we'll dish it out. So that's my dish, and we'll garnish it with some fresh coriander. And it's ready to be served with plain rice. Here in Assam, we love to have it with johar rice. But you can try it out with any rice of your choice. Steamed rice goes very well with it. And of course, you can also try it out with lacha paratha or pulkas. And I guarantee you will love this. So this is my dish of spicy egg curry in the Assamese style. I hope you like it. And if you like it, do subscribe to my channel and share it. Thank you.